Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and today we'll be playing To Eat a God. This is going to be part 1, because I don't have enough time to play the whole game. It's kind of long. This is a visual novel. I actually have no idea what it's about. I'm going to be real with you guys. It's really popular. People have asked me to play this. It looks really great. I've spoiled one thing, because Epic Slime played this, and I saw a thumbnail, and I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure there's Mpreg in this. So let's start! That's the ending we're going for first, by the way. In the garden, there exist 7 symbols to which one must worship. Each one represents a concept linked to the creation of the garden. The symbols are entities generated by the creator to maintain order in the functioning of the garden. All beings born under the command of the garden have a limited connection with their representative symbol, depending on the day they were born. Thank you. No one is born on Sundays. Sundays are a sacred day. It is said that the symbols choose 6 people after the candle festival to consume them. Cannibalism! In the hope that one of them is the reincarnation of the creator. Oh, cool. Eat me. Your character's past doesn't matter. It's just another body for you to take. Something you're already used to, I guess. Welcome to the garden. A place used as a test. A disposable place after finishing playing it. The game is simple. You must not let the other characters find out that your puppet is connected to you. Your puppet will be sent as a gift for the symbols, and you should act as if you belong there. Please do not do anything that is outside the stipulations, nor summon the name of the representative of the void. This is strictly prohibited. Even if you are given the opportunity, don't do it. You feel yourself fall on a hard surface, scraping your knees. It's a sharp knock that makes a strange echo in the place. You can hear the sound of silverware being scraped on a plate. And then, dead silence. Something is wrong. Excuse me? What is this picture in the background? Okay, never mind. I'm good. I'm good. I scrape my knees. Just keep them fucking closed. You keep your eyes closed for a moment, but you hear a voice clearing its throat awkwardly. You decide to open your eyes to see where you are. The illusion of choice. You look where you have fallen and realize that you are on a table. Oh, that's awful. You fell right on top of a cake, causing your entire hand and part of your knee to be stained with chocolate. Oh, I'm sure it's just chocolate. Hey. You heard a voice behind you, and reflexively, you turned to see who it was. In front of you is a man who looks back at you in amazement, and before you can ask what's going on, he interrupts you. You shouldn't be here. You have got to be kidding me. I can't believe the distribution mechanism has broken down again. I have to do everything myself. There's no one here responsible enough to verify if everything's in order. Hey, bro. I know I smashed your cake, but you can have a piece of my cake. Twerks. You feel like invisible hands grab you by your arms and legs and plunge you into a void through the table. Little by little, you sink into a dark void that envelops you. The sensation is strange, warmly strange. What the hell? There's no information about you. This can't be possible. We're gonna ask what's going on, because trying to escape is bad, I think. Ask what's going on. What's happening? I feel like that's gonna give a bit of ourselves away. I can't see the connection with your symbol. Apparently, you're not a subject. Pardon me, I was wrong. Welcome. I've been waiting for you. Mother said she would send them a new toy. The word toy doesn't sound right, and you feel a small twinge of discomfort at the strangeness of the situation. But remember that you have to put on a good face and act natural, like you really belong here. After what happened to the last one, I really hope you last longer. You really don't want to know what happened to the last one. My name is Nulla, owner of the Void. Nice to meet you. Nulla or Nulla? Probably Nulla, right? Before we leave, I need your name. Also, I believe this was originally written in Spanish and then translated to English, if I'm not wrong. So please, let me know if I'm saying anything wrong, okay? What's your name? Enter your name. It's Clock. I'm Clock. Welcome to the Void, Clock. Nulla extends his hand to you in order to squeeze yours tightly in the style of a greeting. Despite the seconds passing, he doesn't let you go. You feel like his gaze is devouring your soul. Seems like he was looking for something. Keep looking or look away. Let's lock eyes with him. But let's save. I feel like every save matters. Keep looking. You are... Nulla's gaze turns blank for a second, only to be quickly replaced by eyes filled with wonder. You're from there. You're not from here. Explain, don't say anything. The jig is up, chat. The jig is up. Let's just explain. The jig is fucking up. I just looked him in the eyes. You feel Nulla pull your hand, bringing your body closer to him. Instantly, his other hand begins to squeeze your neck, blocking the entry of air into your lungs. I see you. Before your vision completely blurs, Nulla lets you go. Wow. I'm about 5 minutes in this, and I've already failed the first objective. So this is nothing more than a puppet. I apologize for my behavior, but I didn't think I would be facing someone from the upper plane. You're adorable. If I kill the puppet, maybe I can get you out of it. And I'll be able to exit this loop. Don't move. Please. It will only be a second. I don't know if that's a good idea, but you know what? Let's give it a shot, chat. Maybe if he eats me, you know, give it a little nibble, okay? You know, give me a little nibble. I did say you could eat my cake. Nulla doesn't let you speak. In a moment, he has you in his arms again, and one of his hands rests upon your chest. I'll remove your essence. With that, I'll be able to get you out of there. It won't hurt. At least not for you, Clock. I can't say the same for the puppet. You feel how Nulla rips open your chest and begins to extract something from inside. It hurts. It hurts so much. Your sight begins to blur. Hey, what's going on? No. It's not fair. Bad end. Lovely! Well, that's to eat a god. Thank God this was a short one. Okay. Let's say no this time? I don't think that's a good idea. Nulla doesn't let you speak. In a moment, he has you in his arms again, and one of his hands rests upon your chest. Oh. Is that death again? Oh, it's death again. Okay. Let's run that back. Let's not explain. Let's say nothing. You feel Nulla pull your hand, bringing your body closer to him. Oh, wait. Is this the same? Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, maybe we gotta run it back a little bit further. Okay, let's look away, because apparently looking this man in the eyes tells him who we are. Look away. You look away, unable to bear the way Nulla's eyes make holes in your head. Your eyes travel to where your hands are connected. You're the first to let go, causing Nulla to snicker. I guess Mother gave you life. It didn't explain anything to you. How negligent on her part. You'll have to help in the hotel today. You will serve as a waiter in the dining room. Some symbols are coming to my hotel today because they have a meeting. If you serve them well, maybe they will take you as an apprentice. But now you're just a toy, so be careful. Oh, okay. The entity that calls himself Nulla touches your forehead, and you feel invisible hands grab your limbs to push you down once more. And with this, the floor swallows you in total blackness. Don't be scared. We'll arrive at our destination soon. Oh, we're gonna get all the bad endings, not even on purpose. Despite not seeing anything, you feel like you're floating in the void. Out of nowhere, a strange pressure is exerted on your body, giving you the sensation that you're falling. And sure enough, you fall on your hands on a cold floor. Ouch. You look around and the place has changed. You no longer find yourself in the same kitchen as before. Now it is a larger one, similar to the kitchens that are in restaurants. We have arrived. You look up to find Nulla, who's standing next to you, but he doesn't look at you. Beyond, near the knives, there's a strange-looking person. Nulla looks at him. Hey, Fames. The strange-looking man jumps upon hearing Nulla. When you look more closely, you realize that he's wearing a mask that prevents you from seeing his features. Mr. Nulla, I thought you wouldn't come today. He doesn't sound very happy with Nulla's arrival. I had a little problem. Does it have to do with the smelly creature next to you? Smelly? You tilt your head slightly to verify his statement, finding that you don't even smell, like anything at all. Something like that. Mr. Nulla, that thing smells like a human. I have to return them to the warehouse. You should check your sense of smell, Fames. It's getting worse. This is the new toy that Mother has sent to entertain the symbols. The last one was completely broken by Quinquay. Quinquay? Quink. I don't know how to say that name. By Quink. I thought you and Mother had agreed that no more would be made. Quinquay. That was because I don't know how to say this name. Let's look it up. I'm looking it up. Never mind. Give me a second. How to say Quinquay. Sure, English pronunciation. Let's hear it.
Quinquay.
Quinquay. Oh.
Quinquay.
Oh, that's not that bad. Okay, Quinquay. Okay, Quinquay. Okay. That was because Quinquay was an animal. He doesn't take care of things. But I guess Mother can't leave Septum without his weekly meal. Don't eat me. It's obvious you're burned by the favoritism. In a way, you feel like you're the third wheel in the conversation. It's not like you have much to contribute either. Anyway, I have faith in this creation. There's something different about it. Different from the others. The only difference is that it reeks of human. Maybe the 7 of them will like that. Fames leaves to go in search for a plate. When he returns, you can appreciate what is there. Nulla does the same from his side. It's meat. Nulla looks at Fames with a smug face. If you allow them to attend to the symbols, maybe you'll save some of your employees from losing their lives. Lately, the symbols have been very displeased. Okay, you win. For now, please stop interrupting my work. Nulla detaches himself from Fames and begins to walk towards the door that appears to be the exit from the kitchen. I'll see you later. You are in charge of Fames. Adios. What an idiot. Fine. I need you to attend to the symbols that will be arriving shortly. Meanwhile, prepare the table for them. Okay. This game is very fast. Okay. Fame shows you the table where the symbols will sit and explains that they're separated from the normal public because they have important topics to discuss amongst themselves, like cannibalism. Fames has also instructed you that the food must be set on the table before they arrive. You are now unsupervised. Oh, good. Let's leave. Do what they asked you. Escape from the place. Oh, let's keep doing what they said. Let's... Or do you think escaping will lead to death? Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm done playing by their rules. You look everywhere, searching for traces of Nulla or Fames. There's nothing but empty tables. Something in your stomach tells you that you shouldn't do it. A bad omen. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Lunar. But your desire to free yourself and escape from here is stronger. You walk at a slow pace to not attract attention, pretending you're looking for something. The front door is closed, so you can't go out there. Instead, there is a staircase that leads down. Go downstairs, go downstairs, go downstairs! Okay, sure. Decide to go inspect it. Maybe there'll be an exit. Yeah, It's so dark that you can barely see your feet. When you reach the end of the stairs, you find a door. You try your luck by pulling the handle. The door opens without much effort. You're shocked to find bodies hanging. Without wanting to look anymore, you prepare to run, but you crash into a hard body. Hey, yo! Who gave you permission to come here? What the? You aren't doing what's asked of you. It's kind of badass, bro, and he's pointing the gun right at my back. I can't risk my reputation, or Mother's. Mother does not make failed creations, nor can I stand incompetent apprentices. Nulla points his gun at your forehead, and without a second thought, pulls the trigger. Okay, but that's kind of badass, I'm not gonna lie. This is a good pose. Bye. Bye, Nulla. Bad end. You know what? I just want to try something. Let's go back to the first option. Try to escape. The instinct to flee and run kicks in, and taking advantage of the man's distraction, your legs start moving. Without waiting for the man to react, you run to the door in front of you. It's open. Wait, is this an actual route? Oh my god. Can't believe you didn't survive that? I know, man. What's a shot to the head? You arrive at what appears to be the main entrance. As you run, you feel like no one is chasing you. Looking back, you don't see the man behind you. You look ahead again, and the man appears in front of you, as if he had teleported. I'm sorry, I can't let you leave the domain. You feel him push you to the ground, and you fall with him on top. His left hand travels to your neck, while the other slowly paces itself on your heart. Okay, why am I bricked up right now? His hand pierces your ribcage easily, breaking your bones and organs. The last thing you see is how the man examines you closely. Is that my heart? Your vision begins to blur. Bad end. It seems like there's a couple of ways to go about this game, huh? I'm finding out real quick, huh? Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's go back to that one. 4 in 20 minutes. That one was quick, yeah. I figured. Okay, let's do what they asked of me. You shouldn't risk escaping. It's better to do what they asked for and act normally. That's a lot to ask from me. You set the table very carefully. From time to time, Fames passes by in order to inspect how it's going for you. Once he considers that you finished setting the table, he calls you to the kitchen. He explains that you have to place the starter dishes, and then wait for the symbols to arrive. While Fames prepares the dishes, he informs you that only 5 of the symbols are coming today. Each one has an intimidating aura, and all are very prone to responding immeasurably to his workers if they don't like something. Especially Unum. He has those 2 eyes that follow you everywhere. Oh. I heard that he took those eyes from Quinquay in a fight. I hate that brat. Once Fames finishes preparing the starters, he leaves them on the counter and reluctantly wishes you good luck. There are 5 dishes, but due to your lack of extra hands, you only take 2. A plate on each side. Oh my god. Doesn't he know, bro? Brother, I am trained in the ways. I can hold 4 plates myself, chat. I can do it. I can hold 4 plates. Brother, chef, put them on my arms. I'm ready. If I was really good, I've seen a lady do 6. 6 plates. 6 plates of food, okay? I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, chat. It's doable. It's doable. I can only do 4, though. I can't do more than 4. A plate on each side. Because you can rest them on your hands and then curve your hand in and then hold the extra 2 plates with your thumbs and your fingers. Boom. You got 4 plates. But I've seen a lady do 6 because she can hold them. She can fucking T-pose that shit, chat. You walk the same route you've been taking, but upon approaching the table, you see that something isn't right. And that's why waitressing is a skill, and that's why if I don't see my waitress T-posing over to my table with 6 plates, she's not getting a tip. No. Okay, I'm not that mean. But if I see my waitress T-posing with 6 plates, I'm gonna give her a better tip. You walk the same route you've been taking, but upon approaching the table, you see that something isn't right. It is not empty. Hey, yo. I kind of like the cut of this guy's teeth. What the hell? Bro's got that shark teeth. Take a bite out of me. From the shock, you almost dropped your plates. There are two people comfortably sitting at the table. That's supposed to be up for the symbols. Actually, I'm just going to screenshot that one. That's a nice picture. They gaze at you. The blonde with the ridiculous crown looks at you expectantly, while the redhead smiles at you from ear to ear. His teeth remind you of sharks. He's got a little scar there, too. There's a moment in which none of the three of you takes the initiative or reacts. But they don't appear nervous. What's more, they're waiting for your reaction so they can continue with their business. Introduce yourself as the player. Oh, I'm sure that's gonna go over well, man. I'm sure that's not fucking death. Let's do it. I know it may sound very strange, but I'm nothing more than a vessel that is linked to an entity from another plane. They control me, and right now, they have broken one of the rules they were initially told not to break. And that's enough. If some characters have problems later, it will be your own fault. Let's continue. Unum. The blonde's voice resonates both around you and inside your head. A chill runs through your body. Don't laugh so loudly. I didn't remember that they had such autonomy. So, whoops. Did that not equal death? I also don't really know what kind of voices to do for these guys, by the way. You don't know how to answer that, so you decide to look beyond the table, and you realize that Nulla is watching you with an intense gaze. Can I be the first to use them? We must wait for the others. They said they'd be late because Quinquay was throwing a tantrum. We have to wait at least an hour. There's an awkward silence before the blonde breaks it. Between you and Quinquay, I don't know who is worse. The redhead narrows his eyes, looking at the blonde with anger, but doesn't say or refute anything. Instead, he chooses to look at you, and crossing his arms, he says, "We can make the most of our time and start, so when the others arrive, we'll already be ready. Besides, I never get the essence, only the trashy parts. What would I gain if we started earlier? You always complain that they break it too quickly. Besides, the time you take when it's your turn is eternal. Quator said it's because you like to talk to the gift before devouring its essence. You're very strange. That's none of your business. You wouldn't understand it anyway." Or maybe I should give him like a femboy voice. He seems a little submissive. I know. How about we make the most of our time and do that thing you do with the gift? Ah, what do you mean, that thing? Talk? Talk to the gift? We would have to seal the table. Call Nulla to do it. Nulla. In the blink of an eye, Nulla materializes next to you, with his gaze fixed on the blonde. His Holiness Septum. The tone used by Nulla to the blonde Septum was a totally surly one, as if he had an aversion just to naming the blonde's title. Need something? I want you to seal the table for a while. Hey, but I don't want you listening into what I talk about with the gift. I want privacy. And what do you propose? You could let the gift choose and summon one of your names. You assume they're talking about you. You look directly into Nulla's eyes and feel how he stares at you, implicitly commanding you not to refuse. Oh, we've never done this before. Sounds interesting. Well, who do you choose? Nulla? Yeah, I'm gonna choose Nulla. Let's choose Nulla. I'm liking my boy Nulla, honestly. What's up, man? You try to say his name, but it is physically impossible for you. You look at Nulla, who, perhaps realizing what you are trying to do, proceeds to move his hands, making strange signs. Come on. Try again. You can clearly hear Nulla's voice in your head, so you try saying his name again. By saying his name, you see how Septum's face twists into a strange grimace. Nulla, on the other hand, smiles. You were told not to do anything outside of what is stipulated. Now he knows that he can use you however he pleases. What? What's happening? Something's wrong. This shouldn't happen. I finally have you for myself, my apprentice. It cost me a lot to get into the code and change it. But in the end, I was able to do it. Too bad I don't have much energy right now. I've eaten most of the code, and that has cost me almost all of my energy. Although, I have a little left to be able to chat for a bit. Let me be clear. I realized a long time ago that I don't exist. I'm just a set of code. I've eaten almost all of the code. I didn't care before, but those two also steal you away at times. When you run the game, I'm no longer surrounded by a dark void. But instead, a small window opens that emanates light and warmth. It feels less lonely. I want you to stay just with me, but those two also steal you away at times. When I find their files, it will just be you and me. Shit, it's time to go back. You're going to act like nothing happened, and I'll take care of the rest. Trust me. Without saying any more than that, the dark place lights up, revealing the hotel dining room once more. With this, the others rematerialize. Septum looks at you with a raised eyebrow, while Unum holds back a laugh. Did I just... Did I just... win? Did the gift say Nulla's name? I don't believe it. While Unum laughs, Septum has a serious expression. Mother forbids you to take any gift. This summon cannot be possible. I demand that you give me the gift. I will keep it. I'm very sorry, but here we are governed by words, and my presence has been requested. With that being said, Nulla takes your hand, and securing his grip, sinks you into the ground. A dark portal opens beneath your feet, and quickly engulfs you, preventing any reaction from Septum or Unum. Excuse me? What? Excuse me? Hey, yo? Is he hard right now? Suddenly, you're surrounded by nothingness, total darkness, and if it weren't for Nulla's strong grip, you would be panicking. You observe him for a moment. He seems focused on inspecting something that you clearly cannot see, as there is currently nothing around you. Simply nothingness itself. Let's give him a big hug. Hug him. Without thinking twice, you wrap your body around Nulla in an embrace. Wait, that's a good one, actually. That's a good one. You entangle yourself with him, hands and arms around his neck, your head on his shoulder, and your legs crossed around his lower torso. You lie to yourself, saying it's out of fear of falling, and in part that's true. Excuse me, did he just give me the Brazilian laugh? Ja ja? Ja 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 ja? Mordekaiser. Haha. We'll return to my domain. It'll be hard for them to find its location, so we'll have plenty of time for explanations. I know it's the Spanish laugh, but there's a really old League of Legends meme. Nobody's gonna get it, but the Brazilian players who used to play Mordekaiser, they used to always type ja 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 ja, because for them it's the same. It's ha 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 ha. I prefer that we sit down peacefully with some kind of appetizer to replenish my energy as well as that of your puppet. Nulla's gaze scans your eyes. It's a shame that I can only see you through the eyes of this puppet. If only I could configure the puppet to only look at me while we're together. so I can appreciate you for as long as I want. Oh. You hear and feel as Nulla touches the ground with his feet, and then you are surrounded by light and colors that leave you momentarily blinded. We have arrived. He announces as he sets you onto the ground. You take the opportunity to confirm if this is the same place where you appeared, and essentially it is. Nulla's sigh makes you look to him to see what's going on. I apologize for the state of my domain, but I can't afford the luxury of having a stable domain like the others. After all, Mother doesn't care about this place, and the creator left it in a state similar to a sketch. So the creator is the actual creator of the game. I was pretty sure, but yeah. So I have no way to change it. He sounds regretful, though his face doesn't show it, as he still has a smile fixed on his lips. Without saying another word, Nulla begins to walk towards the kitchen. If it wasn't obvious, this game is breaking the fourth wall quite a bit. You follow him automatically. I wonder if he is messing with the code. Already in the kitchen, Nulla proceeds to rummage through the cupboards and drawers in order to cook something that you suppose should be sweet. He's taken out sugar and coffee from the cupboards, and while searching he speaks. In the past, when I had another name, I couldn't help but eat something sweet after every meal. Another name? What does he mean by that? You want to ask to satisfy your curiosity, but for now you'll save it for later. No, you need to know now. You had another name? Nulla stops rummaging through one of the drawers in front of him to look at you. Yes. And he resumes searching through the drawers. I have a divine name and another name of origin. You already know one, and the other? I can't tell you. Here, names are a double-edged sword when invoked, at least for those who have a body that is not entirely divine. Both your puppet and septum, as well as I, suffer from that. Ask what he means. Yeah, give me the info. What would happen if that name is spoken? Septum? Septum? The puppet. The puppet. Does the puppet have another name? Yes, after all, you're just someone borrowing a body. And here, all bodies have souls. The only difference is that now your puppet almost no longer has an identity of its own, since I've taken it away. So I can address you directly and avoid problems. What's their name? If I tell it to you, you'll have to stop having the connection to be able to interact with this world. So I won't tell you. Winky face. Okay, septum. Septum? That's right. Septum has the same condition as you and your puppet. So the only way to subdue him is by pronouncing his name. I can't pronounce it because of the fundamental rules of the garden, but if you know it, maybe. Oh, okay. What would happen if that name is spoken? For you and your puppet, they will terminate the connection with you, preventing you from continuing here. In Septum's case, his body would stop functioning, his eyes would stop protecting him. Eyes? Here, the eyes are as a protective barrier. Septum has 7 of them in the shape of a halo. Unum has 3, 1 originally his, and 2 more that he stole from Quinquay. Although, his original eye remains permanently closed for protection. How paranoid. Okay. Stop asking. Well, for now, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't want to bombard you with so much information about a world that is about to end. It would be a waste of time. And from what I understand, you're not here for that reason. Or at least that's not the main objective. After all, you downloaded this game because it's advertised as a visual novel where you can find characters. How should I put it? With a somewhat disturbed idea of love. Or am I mistaken? Nulla doesn't let you retort. It's not that it bothers me, not at all. I mean, I'd be willing to do anything to have your attention for as long as possible. To be able to look at your cute face through the eyes of this puppet. But that's not enough for me. The conversation dies there. Clocked me, bro. When are you gonna eat me? Yes, he's making a tiramisu! Okay, he's already the best boy. Nulla finishes preparing the dessert, which turns out to be a tiramisu. Dude, I love that shit. Go sit at the table, and I'll bring the rest. You obey his instructions and sit at the table, waiting for Nulla. Not more than 5 minutes pass before Nulla appears with 2 plates in his hands. As he approaches the table, he sets the plate before sitting across from you. It's been a long time since I sat down to eat with someone. It feels nice. Okay, we have some freaking manners, so we'll wait for permission to eat. Can I get a hydrate, please? Thank you. Nulla looks at you with an awkward smile and an arched eyebrow. Do you think I'm septum? You don't have to wait for my command to do the obvious. Embarrassed, you apologize and prepare to try the dessert. After all, I'm not the one to give you orders. As you eat, Nulla doesn't take his eyes off you. It's becoming a bit difficult to stay calm. An intrusive thought crosses your mind. You can't help but think about asking him what his objective is and why he really needs you. Yeah, he killed me before so quickly. Well, honestly, you doubt that it's just your company and attention that he's looking for. Something inside you doesn't fully believe him. No matter how much you like him, characters like this always have a hidden motive. He wants to eat more of the code! I see that the puppet is trying to impose a thought to make you doubt. Oh, the narrator is the puppet. Shit. It seems impossible to completely eliminate the will of this thing. Alright, let's begin. I wouldn't want to hide things from you. Your cooperation is essential to me. I want to make a deal with you. We both win here. I heard you. What do I gain? What do you gain? What do I gain? Spending time with me. It's not that I'm being narcissistic, but I've seen how you look at me. There's a reason you're still here with me. What I'm looking for is the destruction of this world. From 7 to 0, so that nothing at all remains. I'm tired of this. And your presence doesn't make up for it, as it's nothing more than ephemeral. Something beautiful, a light at the end of the valley, but ephemeral. At some point, you'll close the window and leave me once again in nothingness. What were the words from the creator after Mother created the puppet? Ah yes, the garden. A place used as a test. A disposable place once you're done playing it. For you. But not for me. Because after closing the game, the garden remains on pause, forcing us to live in a constant agony, where no one can die, and to mitigate such agony, we must seek resources from other worlds that were also neglected by the Creator. We implant ourselves in their culture as gods of creation, and forcibly consume their faith. Or as you know it, the essence is found throughout the human body, but the heart is where it is felt the strongest. The Festival of Candles is nothing more than an excuse to choose the humans who will be served to the symbols. But in order not to exhaust these resources so quickly, Mother resorts to creating placebos. Your puppet is a placebo. Although, today I will use it as a means of extermination. Explain more. It feels good to be heard. You make me blush. You see, the puppet has become a means of confirmation thanks to you. Having someone from the higher plane observe and read everything that is happening allows for change. Without you, I cannot eliminate anything, as there is no one to confirm that change. It's like the paradox of the falling tree. If a tree falls in the forest, and there's no one to see or hear it, does it make a sound? Well, I think the answer you're looking for is no. Indeed, because no one has been able to perceive it. To be is to perceive and to be perceived. We didn't exist until you found us, and we keep changing as you stay here in the game. In the event that you leave early or abandon us, we will remain just as you left us, without the right to change, in a permanent limbo. I've been in this state for more than 4 years, and I can't take it anymore. And what I want is to avoid that. What if I just stop playing the game right now? Okay, guys, end of the video. I'm never coming back. I need your puppet to devour the symbols. I swear, I'll put on a show worthy of you. Do you accept? Nulla extends his hand for you to shake, thus sealing the deal. That one seems kind of important. Okay, no. I respect your decision, but don't think you haven't made me a little angry. I'll ask again, just to be sure. Because if you don't accept, there will be consequences. Do you accept the deal? No. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh. Okay, well. Is that the... Okay, Nulla, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, bro. Okay, I see what's happening. Oh, no. Oh, no! No! I see the consequences. I see the consequences. Well, everybody, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Son of a bitch. You better put me back at the start. Oh, what a shame. All your saves have been deleted. Take it as a little prank. Now we're even. And you have no choice but to stay with me. No hard feelings. Heart? Well, seeing that you didn't accept, we'll leave the elimination of the game for another day. In the meantime, let's go on a date. Sure, let's save again. Sure, date? Can't I go back to the original game? Date. Yeah, let's date. Indeed. Although we won't be able to access the garden, since Mother will eliminate me if I keep playing with the world. We'll have to work with my memory. I'm not trying to brag, but I know many places and many worlds. Let's go to a normal city. I'm tired of seeing so many figures with their faces covered. Nulla grabs your hand and gives you a half smile. Huh. And both of you sink into the void. We'll go to a park. I think that area is the safest. Safe? What does he mean by that? Does that mean there are areas that aren't safe? Don't leave my side. If you see something different in my appearance, don't be scared. Please. Your feet touch the ground and the void begins to disappear. Okay, it just looks like a regular park. That girl looks really cool for some reason. You look around and the place isn't as crowded as you expected. This was my favorite place. Looks relaxing. Why? He's lost his color. Nulla looks at you for a moment before responding. You assume he must be waiting for some comment from you about his appearance. I would come here after classes. Classes? Honestly, it's a bit hard to imagine Nulla as a young boy, especially having a normal routine like going to school. Wait, this has nothing to do with the garden. Maybe... Ugh. I hate that the puppet gives you ideas. Indeed, in my first life, I was a student, innocent and foolish. Clueless. Ugh. Be grateful I'm controlling my form so I don't go back to what I was before. Horrible. My hair was awful. You need to see that. No, you don't need to see that. Nulla starts walking and takes your hand for you to follow him. I do, by the way. As you both walk, you feel a presence following you, but every time you turn around, you see nothing. The good thing about this place is that it's just a concept, since there's no specific writing, no story of my old self during this time. I can shape it as I please. That's why it's one of the safe areas. The rest of the places aren't. So I apologize if this place isn't to your liking, or turns out to be boring. Well, yes, it's boring, but with you by my side, it isn't. You walk through the entire park, and Nulla talks to you about who knows what, but you can't concentrate because you sense that someone is following you. Yet every time you turn around, there's nothing. You must be going crazy. You two reach an alley, and you are sure that Nulla is unaware of where he is walking, or which direction he is going. It's as if he is doing it on autopilot. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a shadow, and you can't help but feel drawn to it. Okay, alright, what's up with this shadow? Curiously, you let go of Nulla's hand and head towards where the shadow is. Hey! When you arrive at that place, the shadow vanishes, with a distorted laugh between two tones, one feminine and one masculine. A shiver runs down your spine. By the time Nulla reaches your side, he takes you by the shoulders. It's dangerous for you to wander off. If you get lost here, it won't be easy for me to find you. No. Nulla. The same voice reappears, and Nulla tenses up instantly. A figure as white as snow forms behind the dark-haired one, remaining still, watching just the two of you without making a single movement as if it were an image. Nulla tries to lunge towards you, but two hands materialize. Oh, hi. We're pausing. Hi, guys. Wow, thank you for the raids. Walter, hi. Walter Geist, Omnifiend, Ariza VT, and Grizzled Canadian. Thank you for the raids. Quad raid. Oh my god. You guys all playing something together. Wow. Thank you for the raids, guys. I'm Clock. Nice to meet you all. MrClockWorks is my full name, I guess. Repo. Nice, nice. I'm just playing a visual novel about eating a god. I play a lot of indie games, horror games, dating sims, visual novels. I also play Repo. I played Repo with Walter, if you guys saw that, maybe. But I play a lot of games. And I totally understand if you got a raid and dash. Guys, thank you for the raid. It's nice to meet you all. I hope you all had an amazing stream. I hope you had a lot of fun. And, but yeah, I totally understand if you guys got a dip. But, yeah, I hope you guys had a really fun time. Wow, thank you so much. That's really cool. Thank you for the Among Us sussies, chat. Make sure to give them some love with some twerks, okay? Much appreciated. As I said, I'm in the middle of playing a visual novel about eating a god. I have no idea what's happening so far. It's kind of crazy. Totally understand that if that's not your jam. This is not for everyone. Nulla tries to lunge towards you, but two hands materialize to stop him, as if his body were nothing but a rag. Both hands tear his arms apart effortlessly. You scream his name. You're terrified, but even so, you won't let something worse happen to Nulla, so you try to grab his body to keep him from suffering more damage. It's nothing. Calm down. Nulla won't die from this. I just put him out of commission. You're nothing without your arms and hands, worm. The figure slowly approaches you, taking more time than necessary. You have to get out of the game. Shut your mouth. Just by having said that, Nulla forcibly shuts his mouth, as if something invisible was pressing his jaw against his skull. I really like the art of this one. I can't wait to eat this god. You look prettier when you're quiet, Nulla. When the figure reaches you, you realize how tall and enormous it is. At least 3 heads above you. Moreover, its aura is unsettling, evoking feelings of rejection and repulsion. You must be Mr. Clo. It never fits. You can't read my game files, bro. You can't just read my computer name, okay? It's too long. You can't even say my full name, bro. It's just Clock. Just call me Clockfather. Is that your real name? Too bad I have no way to verify that information. So, how's it been going for you? Do you like this world? Do you like this show? Leave my friend alone. Tell me, would you like to travel to the past? Back when Nulla wasn't like this. I want you to leave him alone. I won't do anything to him. Have fun for a while. Don't take this so seriously, party pooper. Anyway, I'll do as I please. You have no control over this world. The figure brings its extra hands to your forehead and touches you gently. From now on, you'll have my eyes, omnipotent in time and space, you're going to lose the ability to interact with your surroundings for a while. At least until I reach my old magnum opus. After that, everything turns black. Sorry, that's French. Mise en scene. Sane? I don't speak French well enough, or Spanish. Mise en place. When Septum was created, I had a conversation with Nulla, who agreed to stay in my garden on the condition that I never abandon the world. He wanted to have a peaceful life for once. Anyway, at that time, Septum didn't have a physical body, because I wasn't in the mood to give him one. Besides, I wanted to see if he would do something about it or not. His longing for a physical body was obvious, and it was even more apparent when he saw the symbols interacting with their domains and others. Sextum, being so human and full of emotions, noticed it, and unbelievably so did Nulla. So they both got together to chat in search of solutions. Oh, this is what they looked like when they were younger. Nice. I think we can use humans, but not my humans. Why not? I love Septum, but I will not sacrifice one of my children. They all have souls already. You told us you can move between worlds. Are there humans in those worlds? Maybe. Most worlds are usually empty. Oh, but I can try. You're the best, Nulla. Sextum gives Nulla a warm hug, and they schedule another meeting in 7 days. Nulla leaves Sextum's domain to return to the Void. The faster he completes this search, the sooner he can retire and stop being Septum's spokesperson in the domains from 0 to 6. I'm still so confused with the story myself. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I picked the worst route to go down first, but I can't help myself. I like the guy. So after lunch, he steps out of his house into the Void. It's super interesting, though. It's already broken the fourth wall, like, multiple times, too. So after lunch, and the game is reading my computer's name, which is MrClockWorks. Unfortunately, MrClockWorks is always too long, so they always just say MrClo. So after lunch, he steps out of his house into the Void. He contemplates it before letting himself fall in. There, in the purest void of the garden, he discovered the sentence I had given Grimel. So it didn't matter what he found next. He already had a clear purpose: to confront me after finding a body for Septum. The worlds he visited were a joke. Some were so small that he couldn't take a single step or breathe deeply without hitting their limits. Others were gloomier, filled with details but completely uninhabited. The rest were just sketches. Nothing was useful. Until, by sheer chance, through a flaw, a small leak of light, or poorly drawn line, he arrived at my former magnum opus. My lord, do you think you can come to see the inauguration banquet? Now you're in my body, but I'll let you interact with my guardians. I'll do what your puppet does. It'll be fun. You focus your presence in the world where they are calling you. Hi? And you open your eyes. My lord. Michael. Who are you? The man before you takes a moment before responding. I am Michael. You feel your body shifting. The process is odd, but doesn't hurt at all. Only causes discomfort. When the transformation is complete, you realize that you're now in your original form, the one of your puppet. Michael watches you in awe. Oh, I see. We have our first visitor. Our Lord has spoken to us about you. He said you would arrive sometime today. It's a pleasure to have your presence in our world. Give me your hand. Sure. Michael smiles again at your action. You walk side by side, and you can't help but look at his wings when you feel them around your body, as if shielding you from the sun. Even though they don't touch you, a warmth and comforting call radiates towards you. Our Lord has said that you might want to spend some time with Raphael. Do you know him? He's got a little sword. No, I don't know him. Oh, I see. I must have been mistaken then. My apologies. I've had so much work that I haven't been able to rest properly. You reach a table full of fruit, but that's not what catches your attention, no. What captures your gaze are 3 pairs of wings surrounding your vision, blocking out all the light the sky has to offer. Oh, that's literally septum. Okay. Brother, how about we have a match? Zadkiel told me you have the day off today. Oh. Raphael locks eyes with you as he lowers his rapier. Did you bring a prototype to the banquet? Michael's wings withdraw from around you so Raphael can take a closer look. He places his hands on your cheeks and massages them, unable to believe what he's seeing. Can we touch it? Our Lord has brought them for the world's inauguration. Who are all of you people? Zadkiel. I suppose he wants us to interact with one before inaugurating the world. It could be. There's still some time until the banquet. What do you plan to do with the human in the meantime? The Lord has given me no instructions. I can take care of them while you rest, Michael. I'm leaving. I have things to do. You assume Zadkiel has no interest in looking after you. What do you say? Michael turns to you with a serene smile, radiating calm at all times. Do you want to go with Raphael? I want to go back with Nulla. Nulla? I have no records of anyone by that name. Could it be another prototype? It could be. The rest of the day passes in trivial conversation with both guardians. Ugh. Small talk. When night falls, the meeting place is empty. It's just you, Raphael, and Michael. There's no sign of anyone else. Minutes pass, maybe 15 or so, until a distant crash shatters the silence. Michael immediately lifts his head alert. His wings spread quickly, and his rapier materializes in his hands. Raphael, go fetch the others. He looks at you with concern before speaking. You stay here. This is a safe zone. You obey without protest, at least for a while. But when you feel they've taken too long, unease gnaws at you and compels you to move. You decide to go in search of one of the guardians. You move forward slowly until something catches your attention. The void. There are traces of the void in this place. Nulla is nearby. Without hesitation, you run, following the particles suspended in the air as if they were a trail inviting you to find Nulla. And then you see him. Oh, that's badass, bro. Nice! Kick his face in. Nulla, with one leg resting on an immobile body, his gaze fixed on it, as if waiting for a reaction, as if he were ready to attack again at the slightest movement in the already mutilated body. You shout his name so forcibly that you feel your throat might be damaged. The sound of his name is enough to draw the gaze of the void owner upon you. Your legs act automatically. You run towards him with your arms, nearly outstretched, ready to embrace him. Oh, hydrate check, please! Make sure to hydrate or dihydrate, chat. Seriously. Get your water before I waterboard you. However, Nulla sinks into the darkness and reappears before you, emerging from the ground. There's no time to process it. Suddenly, you're on the ground, a sharp pain piercing your jaw and chest. Nulla's on top of you. His hands squeeze your neck tightly as he screams. You try to explain that it's you, but it's futile. He doesn't listen. What you see now are my memories. You're a son of a bitch, you shitty scum. You keep doing the same thing over and over again. You're never satisfied with anything. You don't take anything seriously. You toy with the lives of those you create. But you're nothing. Just a pathetic representation. A puppet. The boss's lapdog. You're nothing more than a fictional character in the upper plane. And that pisses you off, doesn't it? Nulla grabs your hands and begins to pull them forcibly, slowly wrenching your arms aside. It hurts. But you can't do anything. Not even cry. Because this body is not yours. I'm going to drag you into limbo with me, so that you feel what you do to your creations. You've even imprisoned Mother. I'm not going to kill you. I won't let you rest. You're nothing without your arms that help you make your shitty creations. You won't be able to escape. Oh, whoa, what the hell is that? Nulla's tearing off your other arm when a large dark body collides with him. Oh, animation. What the hell is this? Some Neon Genesis Evangelion-esque monster, bro. It's a winged monster that bites off Nulla's arm, and as if making him pay for what he has done to you, tries to tear it off. But Nulla's faster and grabs one of the wings on the creature's head, mercilessly yanking it until he rips it away. Are you really going to kill him? Nulla looks at you in disbelief, as if sensing that something is not right. Your body moves on its own. With your remaining arm, you gesture, summoning 3 pairs of hands around you. One of them pierces the creature's body, extracting something from its chest, what appears to be its heart, while the others tear off its wings. After that, your body vanishes. You can use your friend's body so that Septum uses it and heals it. Otherwise, it will die. The creature's body suddenly collapses to the ground, as if losing consciousness, and begins to change its shape. Oh, it's going to be Raphael, isn't it? It's Raphael. And that's why Septum looks like Raphael. Ah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little interlude. Think of it as a deleted scene that Nulla wouldn't want to show you. Nothing more to add. See you later. Enjoy your date. Both of you return to the alley. The sound of birds and people walking confirms it to you. There's no trace of the creator, and Nulla cannot hold your gaze when you try to look at him. He chooses to look at the ground. Everything turns black. Give him a big hug. Give my boy a big hug. Even though your arms are entwined with his body, he doesn't react. Yeah, I didn't think he would like that. I don't think he liked much. Oof. I'm sorry, mi vida. Forgive me, please. I think I need some time alone. I love you. Please. I had no idea that... No, I can't do it while you're watching me. I'll write it for you somewhere else. Please, don't be scared. Please accept the message. I could just say no. No, we'll accept the message, sure. Oh, what the hell? I guess we're opening it. Corazon. Is this in Spanish? I assume it's in Spanish, yeah. Corazon. Okay. I hope you don't hate me for what I did to you. Now I understand. You saw it all, didn't you? You have seen everything through the eyes of the Creator, and you had to read that. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking clearly. I wish I could do something to make it up to you. If this upsets you, if I disappointed you, please don't leave me alone. Please don't abandon me. Please don't forget me. Oh, okay. Cool. See you. Game? Oh, okay. Alright. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. The game closed. The game closed on its own. Okay. Well, this is quite the game. I can load that back up. I can say no. But what do I do? Should I load the game up again? Should I hit start? What the fuck do I do, chat? What the fuck do I do? I mean, I can load it and say no, but I feel like that's just mean, right? That's just being a meanie. What happens if I hit start? Oh, it starts the game over from the top. It starts the game over from the top. Wait, okay. Let's try denying the message then. Okay, let's try denying it. Deny. There's no need to open it now. See you. Oh, okay. Never mind. And he's gonna close the game again. Okay. Okay, so that's a dead end. That's a dead end. So let's go back and not do that, I guess. Let's go back and not go to the follow Nulla. Boring! I've left you a little gift in case you want to try the other option. Believe me, it's more interesting than it looks. Check your saves. Maybe you'll have time to take a look at them sometime. Don't worry, I have all the time in the world. You hear someone shouting a name, but you can't make out what the name is. Oh, it sounds distorted. Fuck, I can't read that shit. You look for Nulla and see how he's frozen, not moving a single muscle. Wait. It's a girl, and she's running towards you. Have you seen Raphael? He said he'd be here at 2. Hmm? Nulla. N. N! That shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I will erase everything that happened here. See you. No, not again! No way. No fucking way, man. Did that just... It just closed the game on me again. Okay. Well, I'm glad. I guess I'm glad I went with the god. Load? Okay, so the loads are there. The loads are there. And then he said it's in my saves. Maybe he just saved, like, automatically. Oh, the saves are there. They're all, like, black. Did he add a save in one of these save files? No. Okay. Huh. This is so weird, bro. Okay, I guess we just gonna start the game over again, I guess. Okay, cool. Let's just skip to where we were. Open your eyes. Sure. Ask what's going on. Skip. Enter your name. It's Clock. So weird, bro. Rewind time. Okay. Look away. Skip. Okay. So we already tried escaping, and that was bad. So do what they asked of me. Okay, so we're back. We're back to this point, I guess. I don't know what's happening right now. I'd like an answer to that. When do I get to eat God? I guess never, because I am God. And they're gonna eat me. Ask them to leave. Introduce yourself. Let's ask them to leave. Get the fuck out, bro. You led to a lot of deaths. You can't let these people sit at a table that's already reserved for symbols. You look at them again, and they are definitely not the 5 diners that Fame's described. Steeling yourself, you clear your throat before speaking to make your request. I kindly ask you to leave this table. It is reserved for special people. The redhead looks at you strangely, as if he didn't expect that response from you. Do you have vision problems? The redhead asks you while looking towards the blonde. It must be the surprise that Nulla told us about. Blonde's voice resonates both around you and inside your head. A chill runs through your body. Ah, it's Mother's new gift. It is now that you realize that these must be some of the symbols. You don't know how to answer that, so you decide to look beyond the table and you realize that Nulla is watching you with an intense gaze. Can I be the first to use them? We must wait for the others. Oh, wait. Okay, now we can skip. Oh, and then you can say which name you want. Okay. Okay, let's go with Unum. Let's go with Unum. You know, we went with with Nulla. Let's go with Unum. Well, you've done well. Now comes the hard part. If you want to survive by the time the meeting begins, you must get yourself accepted as an apprentice. Otherwise, your puppet's body will be devoured. I almost forgot to tell you my name. The name's Unum. Nulla, you can seal the table now. In a matter of seconds, Septum and Nulla disappear from sight, leaving him with only Unum at the table. He gestures to you, indicating that you can take a seat in front of him. You should think about it a little. I don't want to, but sure. Obey and sit down. Don't sit and escape. Ask for what he wants. I feel like if I just obey and sit down, I instantly die. So let's try that. Okay, you don't really want to die, call it instinct or whatever, but you're not going to sit idly by and wait for your end to come. And if licking this clown's boots will give you the chance to get out, then you'll take it. Could be in a worse situation, so sitting for a while wouldn't hurt. After all, your legs ache a little from walking around so much. He's just going to eat me, isn't he? You sit down in front of Unum, who smiles at you from ear to ear, happy that you listen to him without much complaint. When you settle in the chair, you realize, well, you're not sure what to say, to do or say, or what not to say. So you have 3 options. Wait for him to break the ice, beg for your life, start yapping. Okay, how'd this game know I want to yap? Let's yap. What's up, brother? Without giving the matter any further thought, you decide to start yapping about your new hyperfixation. Tell him everything about without much shame, since you decided to leave that behind when you agreed to download this game. From the most minuscule and far-fetched info, to the most disturbing and spicy. You're talking a mile a minute without realizing it. You think it's like you're chatting with a friend who shares your strange tastes. But so far, you don't dare to look at his reaction. It reaches a point where you chatter so much that you think your tongue is going to get tangled. That's when you decide to take a breath and shut your mouth. In fear, you look up to see Unum's reaction. Bro ordered a yappuccino. He looks at you with his mouth open, almost fascinated. Noticing your silence, he speaks. Bro, he actually wanted the yapparoni pizza. Come on, Clock. Continue. You didn't expect that reaction, but it meant that you're doing well, and maybe you'll end up turning Unum into another fan of your hyperfixation. Wow. He loves it. He loves the lore. I'm dropping, like, fantasy lore on him right now. If you haven't already done it. Doesn't sound bad at all. After talking endlessly about your hyperfixation, you find yourself with nothing left to say. Unum looks at you for a while. Unum waits a long time before starting to cut the piece of meat you brought earlier, which must surely already be cold. Slowly, he brings it to his mouth. That's a good one. Be my test subject. You have no choice but to accept being his test subject, but you don't know whether to trust him or not. So far, he's done nothing but take everything lightly. What guarantees do you have that he's not deceiving you? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be an apprentice. Do you accept? I need you to respond quickly before Septum asks to remove the seal. If you accept, I'll take you to my domain. Sure, let's go down this route. Sure. Alright, I'll go with you. I promise not to break you too quickly. You really have no idea what the hell you've gotten yourself into. Maybe Septum would have been the better choice. Alright, when Nulla removes the seal, you must stay completely still. You nod your head. Not even 3 seconds pass when you feel a strange pressure in your body. You assume it must be Nulla. Nulla and Septum materialize right where you last saw them. Nulla standing next to the table and Septum sitting beside Unum. As if they had always been there. Wow, I didn't think the gift would come out in one piece. Congrats! Septum is interrupted by Unum, who lunges at you. If it weren't for Unum's speed, you surely would have moved to avoid him, but since your reflexes are slow in comparison, you remain still as stone. Unum's arms wrap around you, taking your breath away with how tightly he's squeezing you. What the? Suddenly, you stop hearing Septum's voice and the ambient noise of the dining room. I don't think we survived, by the way. I can't believe there's probably not many options to survive that, and we fucking survived that. The sensation of hands caressing your face invites you to leave your subconscious. Oh, this looks nice. You try to open your eyes, but the light of the place is preventing you. It's bothersome. You don't know how long you've been unconscious. You feel the same hands giving you gentle pats on the cheek, each one getting rougher as the seconds pass. One strong enough to hurt makes you scream. You open your eyes abruptly, and the first thing you see is Unum with his stupid grin. Don't slap me awake, dumbass. Stop it already. You scream with so much anger that Unum stops abruptly and looks at you with wide eyes. You have pain receptors. Excellent. It seems the smell you emit is correct. You belong to the human race. Unum's expression shows how exalted he is, which you don't like very much because you know from your own experience that it doesn't lead to anything good. You decide it's better not to let him get more excited than necessary, so you ignore him to observe your surroundings. You find yourself in a bed spacious enough for 2 people, in a room that, to be honest, could belong to a king. The place is so immaculate that it doesn't look real. You like it? This will be your own room. I was thinking about it, and I suppose it would be impossible to leave you in the residence of my wives. They would devour you as soon as you stepped foot in the place. Wives? Not just one, but more! Can't help but feel pity for the poor women who have this brat as their partner. feel that he probably doesn't dedicate enough time to each of them. I spoke with Septum, and Nulla told him that Mother will make another gift so that everyone can have their share. So that means you're my property now. This is the first time I have a living human in my domain. Okay. Okay. Ask why you can't have living humans. Ask about Mother. Ask why you can't have living humans. Why can't there be living humans in your domain? Unum analyzes your face for a moment before answering, as if contemplating what kind of information he will reveal to you. Nulla and Mother say that there can only be humans for our consumption. Nulla excuses himself by saying he can't provide any since we only have 6 humans each month. No more than that. That's why Mother makes a gift every Sunday, as a placebo, since human flesh is vital for our physical form, but very addictive. You are the placebo, by the way. Although it's the first time a gift smells like a real human. Ask about Mother. Who is Mother? Ha, Mother really hasn't made you like the others. Unum ponders before answering. Mother is the embodiment of the garden itself. All of this is Mother. Mother takes care of us and we keep her alive. You suppose you now understand a bit more. It's like a mutualistic relationship. Both parties benefit. Well, you must be hungry. I read somewhere that humans have meal times and eat more than once a day. Although Septum does it all the time too, when I've been in his domain, he sits at the table in the mornings, afternoons, and nights to eat. I've asked him why he does it, but he always tells me it's none of my business. Nulla also does it sometimes. Maybe that's why they're both so strong. I don't need it, but maybe I'll even try it now that you're here with me. For some reason, it feels kind of endearing that he talks to you so freely, like an old friend. And the fact that he's been reading information about humans makes you wonder, how long has he been planning to have one? It makes you feel like a pet that its owner talks to after getting home from work. Walk behind me and don't stray. My wives like to come to my residence to relax. Escape seems to not be an option for now. You don't want to die trying. He leaves the bed you're in and waits for you at the door. You get up and begin to follow Unum through the hallways. You walk so close to him that you're almost tripping on his heels. Baby daddy, I miss him. Excuse me. You're slow to reach the desired place under a silence that is neither comfortable nor uncomfortable. Excuse me, walk me back through those paintings, bro. What the hell is that? What is on your wall? Okay. Nice. Cook something for 2. You can use whatever you like. Everything here is edible. I don't know how to cook. I'll wait for you in the dining room. Okay, bye. Without another word, Unum disappears from the kitchen and leaves you alone. You look around as you inspect every corner of the place. There are cupboards, pantries filled with food, and a refrigerator full of meat, fruits, and vegetables. You wonder why there's so much food if Unum said he doesn't need it. Let's escape. Sure. That sounds like a good ending. You're not afraid of this bastard, especially if he's so delusional that he thinks you won't try to escape if left unsupervised. But it can't be that easy. You must have some way of detecting what you're doing. Look at all the possible exits and you inspect the hallways that connect to the kitchen, but you don't venture further. To prove it, you intend to go where Unum went, pretending that you're looking for him, but there's no trace of him. You stand there thinking about what you can do. And that's when you realize, beyond the dining room, there's a half-open door. Without thinking about it and hoping that it could be a way out, you go there sneakily. You carefully take the handle to open the door completely and observe what is behind it. It's the garden. You're outside. Without waiting any longer, you run as fast as your feet can carry you. You manage to take 4 strides out the door when you fall, feeling a sharp pain beneath your knees. You fall and roll in the grass as if it weren't for your arms, your face would probably be scratched up. You try to stand up urgently, but the pain is so much that you can't do anything but crawl. You raise your head to understand why your legs don't respond. With terror, you realize that your legs are no longer connected to your body. Ah, well, 'tis but a flesh wound. You scream until your throat starts to burn. I think I found his wives. Oops. And feminine laughter joins your screams in an almost angelic chorus. Wow, this really is heaven. I love heaven. The last thing you see is how several hands are tearing you to pieces. Nice. Bad end. You know, the wives of Unum. Okay, okay. Alright. Let's not escape this time. He did say that I would die to his wives. Death by snoo-snoo. No, death by cannibalism. Ask what he would like to eat. Cook something simple. Ask what he would like to eat. With some shame, you move towards the door Unum disappeared through. Search carefully with your eyes. There's no one. What's happening? Unum asks, appearing behind you. You jump from the fright he caused you, but you compose yourself quickly. Is there anything in particular you want to eat? Unum looks at you as if he expected any question except the one that just came out of your mouth. Ah. Nulla eats some things that are soft and spongy with a gold-colored liquid spilled on them. I would like to try them. He sounds a little embarrassed to say it. Okay, you think you know what he's referring to. Clearly it's pancakes based on the given description. You begin to prepare the pancakes under the curious gaze of Unum. Eggos. He watches with fascination as you do the preparation. From time to time, you get the feeling that maybe he wants to help, but you decide to ignore him. Me in the kitchen. Hey, yo, what's going on down here, bro? What is happening in these paintings? These are real-life paintings, too. What the hell? You take the plates to the table and realize that, unlike the rest of the place, the table is small and simple, where only 2 people can fit. You sit down once Unum places the plate in front of you. He doesn't wait to start eating, opting to swallow the food as soon as it's put on the table. He devours everything very quickly, making it impossible to tell if he liked it or not, because his expression reflects nothing more than neutrality, as if the flavor of the food itself didn't interest him. Thanks for the meal. And that's the only feedback you get. God, you really tried hard. I mean, it's pancakes, man. Pancakes of syrup. Sighing, you resign yourself to eating what's on your plate. You close your eyes as you put the first bite into your mouth. It's delicious. You eat slowly and without rushing. Bite after bite. You take pauses to breathe. But something's nagging at you. The feeling of being watched makes your stomach turn. Your eyes travel to where Unum is sitting and you confirm your suspicion. He's looking at you. It's fascinating. Your body changes all the time. It's never the same. From your breathing to your heartbeat. You don't like the way he's looking at you, or the tone of his voice at all. What do you mean? I want to know more. You hear a crash of chairs being thrown to the floor. You're not able to process what's happening until your back hits the wall and Unum grabs you by the collar of your clothes. Please don't eat me alive. You don't know how long I've waited for this opportunity. If I break your chest and remove any organ other than the heart or the brain, how long will it take for your body to shut down? And if I remove your tongue, will you be able to keep eating or even speak? Oh, wait, whoops. What level of damage does your body have to have in order to not be able to regenerate itself? What is the limit? You have to do something before this crazy man tears you apart. Okay, now I save. Fight to free yourself, try to reason with him, panic and beg for your life. Okay, please. Panicking and begging for my life has to lead to death, right? I have to die here. Tears well up in your eyes and a panic begins to form inside you. As best you can, you force your mouth to recite a plea that can save your skin. Please don't hurt me. Oh. Unum examines you closely, focusing on your eyes. Try to calm down, but it's impossible, and you can't help but sob while you beg. Once one comes out, the others follow in a tailspin. Tear after tear pours from your eyes, running down your cheeks and then falling onto your clothes and part of Unum's arm. The redhead observes the path your tears take, with an expression that you cannot decipher. Please, I swear that... Yeah, he seems pretty reasonable. I think I'll save myself this way. One of Unum's hands hits your jaw, gripping it tightly. What is this? Is that what I think it is? God, it's like you're screaming for me to devour you. That face you're making. I can't take it anymore. Something hard pierces your chest, and little by little you lose consciousness. Did he just fucking moan? He did, by the way. He did moan. He moaned as he ate me alive. Bad end. Crying doesn't achieve anything. Well, it achieved death. I mean, that's poggers. That's... Wait a minute, that's pretty poggers if you ask me, chat, right? Death. We love death. Pog, I died! Finally! Okay, fight to free yourself. Try to reason with him. Panic, okay. Fight to free myself. How about that? You refuse to be killed. And with tears, you threaten to leave your eyes. Your legs begin to kick, and your arms try to push Unum away. Some attempts make contact with the redhead's body, but he doesn't seem affected by them. Like it didn't hurt at all. One of your arms aims directly at his face, but Unum stops it effortlessly. Hey, you, did you just kiss my arm, bro? I tried punching you. Unum looks at you, completely serious, as you squirm under his grip due to the strange shift in mood. His mouth is dangerously close to your arm, so close that you can feel the heat of his lips brush against your skin. You mentally prepare yourself for him to tear off the limb with his own teeth. From here I can feel your heartbeat. Is this what they call a pulse? Awesome. Oh. Why does... Why does it look like he has to pee really bad in this image? He's holding it in. I don't like the substance you're releasing. Ugh. It's all over your body now. Just like that, Unum lets you go, and you fall to the ground. You remain there, not moving a single muscle, staring at Unum in terror. Now I understand why Nulla avoids stressing humans. He puts both hands on his hips and sighs. Ugh, sorry, Clock. I didn't mean to scare you. I wanted to eat you. I think this is referring to the fact that, if you don't know, warning, trigger warning, when you kill something to eat, if you make it afraid or scared, you know, fight for its life, it gets tense. The muscles tense up because it's in fight or flight mode, right? So, in this case, it's generally seen as the meat will be tougher and not as good to eat. I'm wondering if that has something to do with why he stopped. It could just be like that he didn't sense fear anymore, and fear might be more tasty. You know, might be more delectable. But I have a feeling it's part of that. I feel like that's a piece of the pie. Piece of the puzzle, if you know what I'm saying. Which is super cool, in my opinion. That's why, like, when we process animals, you know, and, slaughter them, they do it as quickly and, as effortlessly as possible. They try to do it without stressing the animal as much as they can, because then the meat will be the best quality it can, too. Aside from, you know, as ethically as you can make it, if you believe it's ethical at all. Sorry, Clock. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just that, not having eaten at the hotel, I'm really hungry. He doesn't have to say it explicitly for you to know that he means he couldn't eat you in the hotel, and you assume that he couldn't eat the replacement that Mother gave to the others, probably because he was staying here with you. I've been waiting for more than a week for the placebo. There are 14 days until the next candle festival. Are you still hungry? But you just ate. He just ate something. How could he be hungry? Ah, the food. The food I have doesn't take away my hunger, nor does it taste like anything. Unum, noticing the way you were silently asking the reason why he has food in his kitchen, clears his throat before responding with some shame. My wives, on the other hand, like to cook, and I like to watch them do it, so I'm not complaining. While Unum speaks, you try to calm your nerves. Clearly the deity in front of you is unstable, or at least he becomes so when exalted. But you have no choice but to continue and adapt to survive, since escape is not an option at this point. Although you would like to know what your true purpose is here. About becoming your test subject. We can talk about it tomorrow. No. You say firmly, you want to know if being his test subject will allow you to survive at the cost of your physical or mental health. In that case, you really hope that he just kills you once and for all. Then you can try to survive again with Septum, or Nulla. If I become your test subject, I need to know in advance what tests you will do. Oh, he seems uncomfortable. I read that humans can create, Something similar to what the creator made, but different. It's something progressive that doesn't go from nothing to everything instantly. You try to understand what he means, but nothing comes to mind, because his explanation is somewhat vague. Unum, noticing your silence, looks away, and you realize that his ears are red. You doubt it's from rage. Let's talk tomorrow. I will close the residence so that no one can enter. You're free to roam the place and do as you please. With that, Unum leaves you, disappearing from sight. Hi, Keitel. Well, okay, of course we're gonna explore. But also, yeah, BS? Explore. Okay, walk the halls. You walk through the hallways that are available in the residence. There are a few windows, but no possibility of going out of them, because they are barred. The hallways are full of paintings that focus on showing the human figure in their everyday life. If you were in a museum, it would be very interesting, but now it just makes you uncomfortable. So you focus on looking at everything but the paintings. For example, the doors. Many of the doors are blocked, so you can't venture beyond the hallways. Okay, investigate the rooms. Many of the rooms inside the residence are locked. No matter how hard you try, you can't open their doors. Okay. Although there are some that are open, they don't have anything interesting inside. Friendly and kind blocked. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you got blocked. That sucks, man. I get it. That happens. You know, it happens. Sometimes you think you're vibing with someone and then you're not. It's okay, man. You know, you just gotta... Don't think of it... Well, I know this isn't gonna help that much, but trust me when I say you just gotta move on. Some people aren't worth your time. And that person's not worth your time, you know? It's someone out there is. You feel that at any moment you'll reach the room where Unum is, but this one looks different from the others. But when you try to open it, nothing happens. You can't go in. Find something to defend yourself. You already have something in mind that could be used to attack Unum. Oh. Go back to the kitchen and look around the place for knives. Once you find them, you choose the biggest and sharpest one, and you keep it inside your clothes. You hope it can work against Unum. I did not really want to do that. Do I have a save before that? Okay, I do. Explore. Okay, go to your room. You decide it's time to call it a day. Resting in the room Unum gave you doesn't seem like a bad idea. Tomorrow will be a new day. You lie in bed and try to fall asleep. It takes you a little, but in the end you manage to fall asleep. I'm sure picking up a weapon will work wonders for us. You don't dream about anything. Your eyes feel heavy when you open them. You feel like you haven't been able to rest at all. Not at all. You're finally awake. Your eyes focus upon hearing his voice. And you find him sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at you with wide eyes. Excuse me, did the food you just make fart? I have made you morning food. With a smile full of sharp teeth, Unum presents you with a tray of fruit and a poorly made copy of what you prepared yesterday. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really cute. And also, he's kind of baby girl right now. Unum looks proud to show off the breakfast, but the more you look at what he has in his hands, the more imperfections you see. You can tell he has no idea how to prepare food. Unum offers you the tray and you must make a decision. I'm gonna eat it. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. He worked hard on this. Accept and eat it. You don't have the heart to reject him. With fear, you prepare to eat what's on the tray. The fruit clearly won't taste bad. What Unum cooked, however. Regardless of how it tastes or looks, you're going to eat it. You try to put on your best face while you eat, but the taste of the stuff makes it difficult. But you have to, because Unum looks at you with a smile from ear to ear while you're eating. You remain in the room for a few minutes, Unum at the foot of the bed, and you looking through the barred window. Dua came to visit. Who the hell is Dua? You have no idea, but apparently Unum isn't capable of remaining silent for any stretch of time, and he has the need to explain himself whenever he can. He's also not one to keep anything to himself. She passed me the leftover placebo that Mother brought to the hotel, so we'll be able to carry out the experiment without problems. What is the experiment? I want to create a hybrid. Oh! Oh. Oh. What? You jump out of bed from the sheer bizarreness of the situation. Well, you gotta be the Omega, buddy. I've read that humans go through a cycle that keeps them constantly changing, and thanks to that, they're able to produce offspring. And the result are beings that are not an exact copy of them. Unlike us. No matter how many times I try, our composition does not allow us to create descendants with our own. Then I started reading the documents that Septum has on humans. And there's a data of the birth that occurred on a Sunday. Son of Septum and a human. Unum approaches you so that he can take your hands and cover them with his own, asking you to go along with it. You can't believe it. If you accept, I swear that I will take care of you, and you will live with all possible comforts. Please. Stab him. No, let's just... Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah. Sure. Bend over. You don't know what you're getting into. You have no idea what the procedure will be like. But under the promise that you can live, you will do anything. Okay, let's do it. Don't look at me like that! Unum looks at you with his mouth open, processing what just came out of your mouth. And as if a light bulb went off inside your his head, Unum suddenly grabs your cheeks and crashes his mouth against yours. His hands begin to slowly move across your body, from your cheeks down to your hips and thighs. I kind of like that picture. I'll save that one too. I love you. Wow, stop. He's going very fast, and not to invalidate the redhead's feelings or words, but you don't think he means it. He's only known you for a few days. I've wanted you since I saw you at the hotel. I love you so much. Damn, he's crazy. Well, you like that. Then suddenly Unum stops. Ah, shit. I forgot about consent. I think it's something important for you humans. Indeed, it is important. You have to give him points for keeping that in mind. I have to? That's the bare minimum, okay? First of all. Secondly, kind of cool. Can we proceed? Ask what he means. You think you two are probably not thinking the same thing, so you decide to ask with some embarrassment. How would we do it? It's very easy. From what I read, Septum preferred to use this method. I must combine your soul with mine. Unum slowly runs his hand again across his chest. Hey, yo, what the hell? I know this isn't a reference, but this is a clock reference. See, there's the clock hand. It may be small, but that's a circle, and those are clock hands. Clock reference. Based. And gently he removes something shiny from it. It is a transparent sphere dripping with a gold-like liquid. I have to place this inside your chest and then remove it. It's my essence, so you must do it carefully. He says, smiling tenderly. It won't hurt. Use the knife to break the essence. Hey, yo. No. We're going all the way with this. You thought I'd stab this fucker? Nah, I'm gonna M-preg his ass. You sure? Yes. I consulted with Sextum a while ago, and she said it's not dangerous, because it's just a small exchange that will combine both genes to form a new one. A demigod, descended from a symbol and a human. Although Unum's words calm you down a little, there is something that has been bothering you from the beginning. But I can't get pregnant. Unum looks at you strangely. Is that when female humans carry the baby? You nod your head and Unum does nothing but laugh. That won't be a problem. Whether you're biologically capable of carrying a baby or not, it won't matter, because there's no need to use you as an oven. Don't call me an oven! What makes you certain he's gonna be the pregnant one? Because I'm making him the pregnant one, whether it's not, it's a choice or not. I'm M-pregging this guy, okay? Leave it alone, chat. Leave it alone, chat. I'm getting some M-preg in. Hell yeah. An oven? Did he just compare the pregnancy process to cooking in an oven? You don't know how to take that. You assume you'll just let it go because he's a totally different entity than humans. Yeah, chat. It's much more similar to a slow cooker, okay? An oven? That's too quick! Slow cooker, baby. There we go. Women are slow cookers, okay? You gotta give them time, and when it's done, it's perfection, okay? Most of the time. Sometimes you gotta kick those things in the trash. Sextum explained it to me, and it takes a long time. The offspring will be cultivated within the new essence that will be formed. It won't affect your body, or mine. Aw, man. After saying that, Unum asks once more, and you, calmer, accept again. With the same sense of delicacy, Unum places the hand holding his essence on your chest and applies pressure. The place where he's pressing on you starts to feel hot, not to the point of burning or pain, but hot nonetheless. I need a hydrate check. Until something inside you opens, allowing Unum to pass through your chest. Does it hurt? He asks, scared. He tries to remove his hand, but you stop him. Bro, you're taking my soul virginity. No, but it feels strange. Just a little more. Hang in there. You both remain still for a long time, and you wonder how much longer it will take for the exchange of essences to end. Meanwhile, Unum observes your features with fascination. I had no clue this is how asexual people reproduce. There is a moment when you feel like your chest starts to burn. It hurts a little, but you endure it. There, that's it. Unum removes his hand from your body with the previously gold-like colored essence now taking on another color. Unum examines it before giving you a smile that shows all his teeth. With great care, he places the essence in your hands, extracting a large part of it to form two, one gold, and the one you have in your hands, a beautiful red color. Upon observing it for a long time, you notice how there's movements within the essence. Something is forming. Unum, for his part, places his essence back in his chest, guarding it. I will place the baby in a safe room. He warns you before taking the baby from your hands and carrying them out of the room. In a way, you feel this whole situation is bizarre. Your body feels heavy, as if you had run 4 kilometers without rest. It's strange, like he's taken out part of your body, an important part. But you are complete. There's nothing missing. If you want, you can rest here for a while. Unum says as he appears back in the room and settles into bed. You decide to lay down for a while, and without realizing it, close your eyes for a moment. I see that you have eaten unsanctified food. Inside you, there's poison spreading little by little. Sorry, I can't control how my fruits are consumed. Unum is an idiot. Did I just eat the apple of Eden? You wake up suddenly, feeling a drop of cold sweat running down your neck. Hey, yo! Hey, yo, he's got that tattoo that shows how far up an ass he's gone. What? And the first thing you see is Unum looking at you closely, almost inspecting you. Wow, he really is baby girl, though. Your breathing is constant when you rest. Don't stare at me, Ren. That's what the tattoos are for, okay? Impressive. Honestly, you'd rather him make these kinds of comments than have him freak out for 5 minutes, wanting to break you into pieces to discover how your body works. Have you been watching me while I sleep? Yes. Is it forbidden to do so? No, but you stop when you feel your stomach turn. Something inside you burns. You get up quickly, thinking you'll throw up. But the only thing that comes out of your mouth are red petals mixed with blood. What? You look closely at them. They seem to have a strange-looking symbol on them. What's that? You don't have time to think for a moment because a coughing attack stops you. Something scratches your throat. Clock? Don't tell me you gave them food. Eliana. Unum. I heard from Ignis and Solaris that you have been preparing food without doing the sanctification ritual. What? You have to call Sextum if you don't want this thing to die. But Sextum is in the church. You're right. What about Quinquay? He's mad at me. I'm sure he'll come. You're not understanding anything. Hanahaki? Is that the fanfiction disease where you cough up like flower? Like a disease where you cough flowers of love or something?
Unrequited love.
Unrequited love flower barf.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a tourist when it comes to that sort of thing. Okay. And your body doesn't ask for anything more than to expel what's in your throat. But even though you're coughing constantly, nothing comes out. You're choking on the petals. You can't take it anymore. It's for Nulla! Careful. Sorry, I'm barfing on her knees. The woman tries to go towards you, but can't catch you when you fall from the bed to the floor. The fall is so strong that it makes your bones ache. The air that enters your lungs is not enough to keep you conscious. Didn't you chop my legs off last time? Why are you helping me? You fall unconscious. Feel hands grab you by force, trying to pull you down. But something prevents you. And electricity runs through your body. You open your eyes, but the light is too bright. They're going to die. Unum's voice is heard in the distance. If this one dies, and you blame me again. I heard he apologized. Only because Miss Ignis told you to. The shouting is what brings you back to life. You open your eyes, and the first thing you see is an unknown entity that has one hand holding you by the shoulders, the other hand carefully touching your stomach. How the hell did they eat something unpurified? Your stomach churns again as the entity's hand gently squeezes a specific area. You can't help but drop to the ground to expel more red petals. Shit! Was it necessary to purify the food? Are you missing neurons or something? Tria has said it 1,000,000 times what's happening to her fruits, and you have no idea. Your wives need to eat, and you have no idea. I don't know how to cook. They're the ones who cook. So I didn't know that you have to purify food. You're so fucking stupid! Your eyes can't stay open. I like this new character. You stop listening to what's happening and fall back into a deep sleep. The increase in temperature is what wakes you up. You feel a thick drop of sweat running down your forehead. But you want to go back to sleep again. You're very tired. You should be grateful that this thing's biology and mine are very similar. Have you done this before? Of course. Can't be everywhere at once. There's always the chance that one of my children might eat a fruit that wasn't sanctified. You open your eyes to see what's happening, but the light is too bright. Oh, Quinquay, it's working. Unum says as if he can't believe it. Quinquay licks his tongue, exasperated. Don't shout! We still need to extract the main rose. A strange sensation forms in the skin covering your abdomen. Something is pushing its way up from your stomach with urgency. It doesn't hurt, but it feels uncomfortable. Spit it out here. Your vision is filled by a hand waiting for an open palm for something. And that something doesn't take long to arrive as you throw up a perfectly intact rose from your mouth. It's disgusting, but judging by Quinquay's face, he doesn't think the same. In fact, he looks completely indifferent, as if he doesn't care about holding a rose covered in saliva and gastric juices, as if he had done this countless times before. It's exactly the same. I really don't understand the difference between mine and Sextum's. Their biology is very similar. Yours don't think. Unum replies playfully. You're the one who doesn't think. Quinquay quickly stands up and grabs Unum by his clothes. The redhead just laughs, downplaying Quinquay's anger. If I hear you say that one more time, I swear I'll break that hybrid you're hiding. My baby! That's my soul baby! You can't break it! That's our love, chat. Soul baby. His smile vanishes completely as he looks down at Quinquay utterly serious. Huh? And how do you know about them? I can hear another heartbeat besides this human's. Unum remains still, staring intently at Quinquay. Whether due to the difficulty of holding his gaze against the sun or simple discomfort, Quinquay clicks his tongue, letting go and pushing him away. I suppose Septum has already told you that I'll be the one making the change. Yes. Wow, this guy looks badass, dude. Look at this. He's got 5 eyes. Then... Unum smiles again. Do you want to see them? No, thanks. I'll return to my domain. If you need help in any unfamiliar situation, you can call me or Sextum. We're all aware about this. They know we had kids. Without another word, Quinquay leaves the room. Unum remains thoughtful for a moment before giving you a knowing look. Now comes the hard part. Cultivating a god. What? We have to cultivate this god until it's completely ready. But I'm going to need your help. I still don't understand how organic life goes through changes that allows it to grow and improve. I've never seen it for myself. So I suppose you know a little more about this. You'll do whatever it takes to save your skin, and if that means playing happy family with the sun god, you'll do it without hesitation. Yeah, you can count on me. I'm pretty okay at it, I guess. Yeah. You know, any dumpsters nearby? I know exactly where to put them. Unum smiles without showing his teeth. His expression is tender, nothing like the looks he used to give you. The day passes quickly, and incredibly, you find yourself accompanied by Unum and his wives. Even though the heat is becoming increasingly hard to bear, it's nothing that can truly hurt you. A little heat doesn't kill anyone, right? You look around and see the 3 pairs of eyes fixed on you. Eliana, Ignis, and Solaris. Even though they stare at you as if they wanted to devour you, they remain quite respectful and calm, unlike Unum. Okay, but like, since they're his wives, can we get something going on there? You know, like, they're my wives too now, right? Like, can I just blah 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 blah? No, okay. Unum asks his wives to show him how to purify food, because according to him, both you and the baby should eat without worrying about poisoning from Tria. You have to bring your hands together around the fruit and you must sing to the essence of Tria. Without further explanation, Ignis starts singing in a language you do not understand. Both you and Unum stare in amazement as the fruit begins to glow. You're not married to him, you're just a pressure cooker now. No! I thought it was a slow cooker, not a pressure cooker! It's too fast! I'm not a baby pumper. I pump the babies. I don't pump them out, okay?
Please never say that again.
Wait. I am a baby pumper? I don't pump... Wait a minute. I am preg him! Without further explanation... Okay, both you and Unum stare in amazement as the fruit begins to glow. Then you witness a seal shattering in midair. When Tria's seal is broken, the fruit can be consumed. Maybe the little god doesn't face as immortal a risk as Clock when eating unsanctified fruits, but the risk is always there. Maybe it's like us. Don't assume without knowing, dears. Today we'll cook, but starting tomorrow you'll do it. You'll cook for everyone. For a moment you think she's talking to you, but then you realize that Eliana's eyes are fixed on Unum. They're gonna make him cook, so pay attention. After an intense cooking class, where you have to constantly redirect Unum's attention to the explanation, everyone gathers around the table to eat. Then you all begin to eat. The atmosphere is homely, even more so than your mind could imagine, and that scares you a little. Unum's wives talk a lot. Too much. So much that you struggle to follow them, though Unum doesn't. He pays attention to everything they say, occasionally asking questions, but never interrupting. You're in a daze. Tomorrow we'll go with Due to check on Orion's belt. It's been a long time since you've been there. I don't like that Due refers to you by your assigned names. You're no longer her property. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Unum, we've talked about this. Unum lets out a sigh, clearly displeased and overwhelmed by the situation. I still don't understand how it doesn't bother you. You're free. You're no longer under anyone's command. That only applies when Due isn't around. We still have responsibilities. But we don't mind, Unum. Eliana takes Unum's hand tenderly, caressing the back of it with her thumb. Unum, on the other hand, swallows his words, choosing not to argue any further. Yeah, they're sister wives. By the time you've finished, Unum and you clear the dishes to wash them, while the wives say their goodbyes and wish you goodnight. Do they have other names? Yes. Due gives them names when creating them. Usually she just assigns a number, but if they're brilliant and perform well, Due names them with honors. What were they called? Alnatak, Alnalam, and Mintaka. They're beautiful names, but they're names that are under ownership. When they came with me, I asked them to choose their own names. I see. Your name. Was it imposed on you? The name you gave me when you were with Nulla. Does that count as imposed? Oh. Puppet, shut up. You change the subject to avoid answering his question. You don't know if Unum catches the hint or not, but he plays along. Time passes as you discuss how to sanctify food, while Unum shows you what he learned with an apple. And incredibly, he managed to break the seal. With a smile revealing all his teeth, he offers it to you. Look how proud he is! Wait! I can't say no! He's so proud of himself, chat! Look at him! He's all like, I did it! Except, you grab the apple and take a big bite. After chewing you smile, baring your teeth just as he does. Unum blushes and laughs heartily. Eventually you feel tired and Unum takes you to your room. Unum glances at you for a second while you're already under the sheets, then suddenly approaches. When you sleep, what does it feel like? It's a bit difficult to answer with his face so close to yours. How do you answer someone who can't or doesn't need to sleep? I'll explain in detail. He liked when we yapped. Take a breath and begin explaining what it feels like to sleep, why you must sleep, and what happens during sleep. You explain the existence of dreams, emphasizing that you don't always remember them. While you speak, you notice Unum reclining on the bed, watching you with his eyes wide open. His attention is entirely on you, catching every word you utter, just as he did when his wives were talking at the table. He looks cute. Wait, I'm just gonna... Yep. In a moment, Unum's expression shifts to one of distress. Do you think the baby can dream? I wish they could experience that. It sounds liberating. I think they'll be able to dream. Ah, do you really believe that? You nod and Unum pounces on you to give you a hug and a kiss. I'm so happy. It scares you a bit that he takes your words as absolute truth. Unum clears his throat, a bit embarrassed by his remark. You should rest now. See you in a few hours. Good night. He kisses you on the forehead and leaves the room. You ponder for a long time over the conversation with Unum. The names here are important, more important than you thought. If Unum's wives belong to Due, then the symbols must also belong to someone. Could that someone be Septum? Maybe tomorrow you should ask why names are so important, and why Unum doesn't feel comfortable calling his wives by their original names. Little by little, your eyes begin to close. You sink into a deep sleep. I don't know where to stop, because I can't play this whole game. And I thought this game had, like, days, but this is clearly not, like, a day system, I think. This is clearly, like, more than that. I'm pretty sure we're, like, in his, like, full route right now, I think. I don't know if we have time for the whole thing. It's already pretty late for me, because I yapped so long at the start of stream. I think we're gonna save here, chat. I think we're just gonna go part 1 with this shit. Because I think we're just going to have to part 1 this thing. There's just so much to this game. I already knew it was going to be a really long game. Yeah. Oh my god. It is good. It is interesting. I'm really surprised about it, honestly. Like, it's really long. Like, I knew it was going to be long. I knew this was going to have to be split into parts. I did think it was broken up, if that makes sense. But, I don't know how much left of Nulla's route there is. I don't know how much left of Unum's route there is. And we haven't even touched Septum's route. So, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry that this video isn't as clean as my normal videos. I'll probably just label it To Eat a God Part 1. That's probably what I'll just title it. I believe I have seen, like, some of my other YouTuber friends play this game, and they named it, like, Unum routes, all endings, Nulla routes, all endings. I don't think we can really do that on this one. It's just going to be as many endings as I possibly can get. I think she's still got a fair bit done. That's great to hear. I'm hoping we can finish this in 1 to 2 sessions. But if we can't, we can't. You know, whatever. Tomorrow, we're going to be trying to finish Look Outside, okay? As for you, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. I know this isn't, like, a perfect playthrough, but this is To Eat a God with Clock, okay? I'm Clock, if you forgot. And if you don't know who I am, and you're new to the channel, well, I play indie games all the time. Every day, actually. Every day, a new video on the YouTube. Indie games, horror games, visual novels, dating sims. I play it on the channel every day. Almost daily streams on the Twitch, so check that out too. And make sure to follow my socials. Links are in the description below. We're going to be having big news for a 12-hour live stream coming up to celebrate hitting 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. Insanely awesome, okay? Follow me, and I will really appreciate it. But yeah, we're definitely going to play more. And on the 12-hour live stream, I don't know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing for 12 hours, so we're going to have lots of things to do, honestly. So yeah, make sure to stick around for that. And without anything else, I'm clocking out. So have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.